I've been staring at my fucking screen for like almost an hour. I literally had just recorded a video for my Sly Sixers YouTube channel, and then turns out Jaylen Brown is now a fucking Philadelphia 76er. What the fuck? Paul George is gone. It looks like the Clippers pick is gone in 2028, or it could convert into a swap. I don't fucking know. And then a 2031 unprotected pick and 2 seconds and Paul George's contract for Jaylen Brown. I'm just fucking stunned. I didn't think this was going to happen. I had no idea the Sixers were even in consideration. Even if, you could easily go on Fanspo or whatever and line up the two contracts and be like, see, it works. But I didn't even think we were in contention for trading for Jaylen Brown. And it fucking happened. Out of nowhere. This offseason has been already insane. I really don't know how to react. I have always highly respected Jaylen Brown more than most people because I know the calculator rats and the nerds don't like Jaylen Brown. They think he's overrated. I've always leaned towards Jaylen Brown can fucking hoop. He kills the Sixers. He's had insane playoff performances. And every time he's been on the court with Jason Tatum, the Celtics are fucking great. And he led the Celtics to 56 wins this year. Damn the lineup data. I don't care what it says. The Celtics were a great team when he was on the court. Now, where do I even fucking start? I mean, I guess I'll start with the Celtics side first. I'll go to the Sixers side later because I'm probably going to expand more on that because obviously the Sixers are my team. But, I mean, for the Celtics, they do get some draft compensation back, and I do think the 2028 Clippers pick is fucking gold now that the Clippers have traded Kawhi Leonard and are now looking more towards the youth movement. And I will say, Paul George was great after his 25-game suspension. I always thought his defense was great since he had been in Philadelphia, but obviously he had injuries to start. And offensively, he just didn't have that burst, but always a good catch-and-shoot three-point shooter. Defensively, though, always been really good. And then after the 25-game suspension this past season, Paul George was fucking great on both ends of the floor. And he was the best wing in a series that featured Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, funny enough. And that part does kind of scare me a little bit because the Celtics do gain a little bit of a passing upgrade, and Paul George does fit Missoula ball a little bit better than Jaylen Brown just in terms of Paul George is just going to be launching threes, and Paul George is a little bit bigger and more of an impactful defender on and off the ball, though Jaylen Brown, I think, is really good on the ball. They are going to miss the ISO creation, the pressure at the rim, and I'm looking at how Celtics fans are reacting. They're going to fucking miss Jaylen Brown. And I have always had a high level of respect for Jaylen Brown, and I've always been a bigger fan of Jaylen Brown than most people who don't like him, so I guess I'm going against the grain on this because I'm already seeing some Sixer fans who, let's just say for lack of a better term, aren't as hooper-pilled, because this is going to be a fascinating look and experiment into the lens of the hooper person versus the analytics, nerd, numbers-driven lens. Because there is a case to be made on both sides somewhat, though I just lean towards Jaylen Brown's a fucking awesome all-NBA level player. For the Sixers, I'm just stunned. I did not expect to have Jaylen Brown become a Sixer. I'm at a loss for words. I like this trade for a number of reasons. Mainly, they got 7 years younger. Jaylen Brown is going to be 30. The contract is longer, and that's going to be scary, but Jaylen Brown's 29 going on 30, just had the best season of his career, and more so fits the timeline of Tyrese Maxey and VJ Edgecombe somewhat, but VJ Edgecombe's like 20. He's going to be part of the next era because Maxi's in his prime right now. He's going to be 26 years old. And he more so fits Maxi and Joel Embiid's timeline, but more importantly fits Maxi's timeline. And I just think the Sixers needed someone that could create out of ISO, especially with Joel Embiid not being there a lot the last few years. And he's going to be more available than Paul George. Now, of course, shit could change. The Sixers do have like 20 black cats around the Xfinity Center, formerly the Wells Fargo Center. Maybe Jaylen Brown forgets how to shoot like every other Sixer that's come through the building. Maybe he misses more games than we anticipate. But this is a bold, ballsy move for this new front office. I just can't believe this fucking happened. And Jaylen Brown's going to have more offensive help this time around. Players that can create for themselves and create for others. So I imagine that percentage is going to tick up a little bit. It's going to go back to what it was probably in 2023 and 2024. But nearly 29 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Good on-ball defense. The off-ball defense, of course, the Sixers are going to miss that sorely. But I have to see how he'll play under Nick Nurse. But this is a ballsy move. I didn't think the Sixers would be in the business of making a move like this. I thought they were going to run it back. I literally just recorded or re-recorded, because last night I recorded a Dean Wade video. Then the Sixers made a move this morning. Quentin Grimes and Kelly Oubre also left the Sixers and went to the Lakers and Pacers respectively. And I had just recorded the audio track for my video about those moves. And then I sort of leaned back in my chair for like 3 minutes. And then I look up on Twitter and Shams tweets that Jaylen Brown and Paul George were just traded for each other. I'm just fucking stunned. I don't know what else to say right now. I just wanted to get a reaction up. This is probably going to go on both channels. My Sly Hooper channel, the main channel, and the Sly Sixers YouTube channel. But holy shit, man. Like, I'm just completely stunned. I legit think the Sixers are going to be way better this upcoming season. I really do like Jaylen Brown more than most people do. I respect the Jays highly. I respect Jason Tatum. I respect Jaylen Brown way more than other fan bases seem to think, because obviously they have killed my team outside of these past playoffs for the last 10 years. And I have seen them have great playoff performances deep into the playoffs every single fucking year for 10 years, which is where the Sixers have not gone. And he just goes hard. Jaylen Brown just drives to the rim hard. I like that he has confidence in himself. Now, he is sort of pseudo Kyrie Irving in some negative ways off the court, but I love the player. I really do. And I think with the spacing Maxey will give Jaylen Brown, VJ, that's going to be an awesome player for VJ to learn from. He learned from Paul George. Now he's going to learn from Jaylen Brown. Now all you got to do is shore up some stuff behind Joel Embiid. Get some reliable, playable depth bigs, and you're cooking. But man, whew, I can't believe this is happening, man. I really can't.